family and friends, it's Kim here from Hancock Homestead and Gardens. Except today, I'm still at Strauss's Bed and Breakfast. And I have a surprise for you. My brother, this is really his home, is going to give us a tour of his home. I thought you guys might enjoy it because it is almost 100 years old and it's got a lot of history to it. So now I'm going to put my brother Stephen on to guide us through the tour of the home.
Hello everyone, I'm Stephen and I'm Kim's brother, and this is the home that she's been staying in, and she asked if I would do a tour, so I'll be glad to. So we're on what used to be kind of a nice little thoroughfare. Most of these homes along here are 100-year-old homes, and so this home was built in 1918. From best I can gather, it's more of what you might call a craftsman style. Kim has shown you pictures of the outside of it before. But it's also got a little bit of a Cape Cod look to it. The home is bigger than it looks, and it's got a lot of neat little nooks and crannies and neat spaces to it. So we're standing on the front porch that, in modernizing it, it is glassed in. These are all just individual windows. At one time it would have been an actual screened-in porch, and when the owner bought this home originally and modernized it, that was the screen door he had took off of the house. It's probably not the original, but it is of this home, and so in my decor I wanted to include it. I was telling Kim, my decor I call masculine chic. The ladies have what they call shabby chic, and so I'm kind of my own decorator, and so I like antiques, I like repurposing that type of stuff. So this is my porch. I do use it. A lot of people maybe have a space and they don't use it. I do use this porch. I drink coffee out here in the mornings. I love to just land here on a Friday afternoon and kind of just regroup. So this gets a lot of comment from friends and guests. So we're going to come on into the house.
Yeah, I'm going to get a picture of your sign.
Okay, so we're in the foyer now. Most houses of the time would have had some type of little entryway that helped with airflow and kind of an extra form of insulation and formality too. So that's where we are. The door is original to the home. It's got a frosted glass that's within it with the woodworking to it. I love the vented tops that would have slanted out. It's got the original mechanisms to it. This was kind of the air conditioning of the day and that type of thing. The floor in here is beautiful. It gets lots of compliments. This is tile from a home that was just a couple of blocks down on this street, so it's not original to this home, but is it original to the time period? What's interesting is each of these pieces is actually 5 pieces of tile. So, and the rug here is from the Himalayan mountains in Nepal. So everything in my home has a story. I kind of refer to my decor. I like sentimental stuff, worldwide stuff from my travels, antiques, repurposing, so it's a collection, and so that's just my life. This is kind of a really special corner. This is a bookcase that our father made. Kim and Jody and our dad made this bookcase the best we can figure, at least about 50 to 55 years ago, and it's always been in our family, and I've had it pretty much throughout that time, and it's always been in use somewhere within a living space that I've been in. So this is very special. Not fancy, but special. So this is kind of our dad corner with a picture of dad and us kids. And so it's just, I'm a sentimental sap. So
yes, you are.
I'll move over this way. And another neat feature of this home is this doorway. Many times it is very common that the homes of the period would have pocket doors. And so these are the original maintained pocket doors of the home, and they do clasp and are usable, so gets a lot of attention here. Another neat thing is up in the corner, yeah, that's good, Kim. Up in the corner, the wall has a curvature to it, and you'll notice here in the little niche, the best we can think is that at one time was kind of a stovepipe, and there was a wood-burning stove in this home. I got to meet a lady in one of the churches that I serve.
Okay.
So I did get a chance to meet a lady that lived in this home as a young child. She's now definitely a senior adult. She's active in one of the churches I serve. And she remembers during her pre-adolescent years for a few years living in this home. And I'll tell you more of that story as we move into the other rooms. But that's significant to this door spacing here. Kim wanted me to mention...
Yes, he didn't want to tell you, but I'm going to make him.
Kim wanted me to mention this photograph. A few years ago, I kind of began entering into photography. And this was one of the first pictures that really spoke to me, and I was able to capture it. A friend was with me, and it was actually his conceptual idea, and then I grabbed a shot with my own camera. So this is a church in Arkansas, Ponca, Arkansas, and that's one of our Bibles that we just happened to have in the car, so we went in and made a picture of it. But I turned it into a black and white, and the best I can figure out on this frame is this is about a 90-year-old frame. And so that really has worked out.
He doesn't like to show off a lot of his pictures, even though he's an excellent photographer. But I made him show that one because, as you guys have heard me say, he's a Baptist minister, and I just think that speaks volumes about both of his callings.
So people always ask why I don't have more pictures of my own photography in my home, and I just think that would be weird. So I don't. We're going to move into some of the other rooms, and I'll tell you some more stories.
All right, here we go.
So now we're in the room that I call the library, just because I've kind of made it more of a sentimental keepsake antique room. I used a paint in here that's called Firehouse Red, and it just kind of gives it a regal, formal look. So there's some neat little things in here. The former owner created a bookcase here. I don't know if Kim can tilt up a little bit, but this would have been where an original coal burning chimney was. The house went through a couple of seasons of modernization. I'm told that originally there was wood burning stove. That you saw that in the curvature. And then when they modernized it, they actually dug the cellar and put in a coal burning stove. And this would have been a kind of a ductwork chimney area for that. And so it does have the vent work that was put in from that time period, but then when they modernized it even more, they kept the original vent heating grates, but went in with the electric, so and gas. So this house now is heated with natural gas. I love this bookcase, and it's just a very special place to keep certain keepsakes, and just different things. This bookcase here, I bought at an old antique store and redid it. It is full of old hymnals. I collect hymnals. I collect religious books from other countries. So it's just full of other religious writings. It's full of books from other countries, hymnals, and things like that. This is an old secretary desk here that actually my sister Jody gave me. She had found it and thought it would fit perfect in this home. So there's no real family piece about this, but it's pretty special. So, it's been in the family, and then when I was ordained, it was presented to me by our family, and it's just been a very special gift. So pretty special there. Okay, so that's kind of this room. I like this room. I like the look of this room. I was very happy with it, the way it turned out. Neat story is I told you about the lady who grew up living here. She said that her parents, she was a single child, her parents used this room as their bedroom. Now this,
oh, wow.
This bathroom is new.
I'm getting a little bit of a glare off the light.
Okay. This bathroom is new in modern changes, so this bathroom would have not been here. And actually this pocket door was stolen from another home, but it really works out well.
Yeah, and they kept some of the woodworking.
So yeah, this would have been her parents' bedroom, and then this was the only bedroom in the house. We're in what was originally in the house, the only bedroom in the house, and it was here on the main floor. And so Kim wanted me to show you some things. Again, I'm very sentimental. I love antiques, try to use them.
So do I.
This dresser here was our grandfather of Eastman on our father's side, so our dad's mom, matriarchal side. And this at one time, Kim remembers this being just jet black, being kind of coal black, just that gummy stuff. And I did not do this piece, had this piece redone. but fell in love with it. And so it is usable, and it's in this room being here used. This quilt was made by our grandmother. When all of us kids, at different seasons in life, at different points of life, we've received quilts from our grandmother, and so this is hand done by our grandma, and this is very special. And Dad made the quilt rack.
Yep, our dad does woodworking, and he made that beautiful quilt rack.
And then I'll show you another neat little piece down here. This is what was called an old secretary. Some call them a gossip bench. They're old phone tables. Some of you, maybe the viewers remember the time when you'd sit and you'd be on a phone. So this is that. You'd have a space for the notes and stuff like that. Okay, we're now in the dining room of the home, and being by myself most of the time, I don't use this room a lot, but I do love to entertain, and so I leave the table just set up full size. And I love to entertain, love to host. So this is the dining room. I might point out the buffet over there. The buffet over there, that was our grandmother's and had it redone, and so that's pretty special. And then you'll notice here the built-in cabinet and stuff, and so that was naturally already added to the home, probably not original to the home. Something I haven't pointed out is the original hardwood flooring also. So the floor in this home is all original. I'm going to have Kim kind of follow me around. So if Kim will turn around where she's at right now, actually she'll stay where she's at. This door is pretty special. Of course, we're interior, but this was actually at one time an exterior door that went to a back porch, and I'll tell you more of that story later. But you can see it from there. But it has what was very popular. Then it has a smoked glass, and then it has an etched picture. And this etched picture is actually a waterfall. So this is original to the home. So about 100 years old, and you can again see the. This is a glass. The mason jars are coming from the other viewing side, but this would have been an outside door going onto a porch. I don't think the bay window was original to the home, but I really like the bay window.
They did incorporate the look, though.
Yeah, incorporated the look really well. Okay. So yeah, that's kind of that. Back in here is the kitchen. This actually at one time had a door on it because there's fixtures right here. And so that would have helped with the heat of the kitchen. And I don't know whatever happened to that door. But this door here and then these two in the dining room have markings on them from where there would have been door spacing in them. Okay? So that's kind of neat. They have the actual little notches here. And you'll notice it has the original, it's got the old ductwork here, the grate. And that's actually where the heating system does heat the house.
And this is original hardwood flooring.
Yes, this is the original floor.
Wow.
So we're now in the kitchen. Of course, the kitchen of the time was generally pretty limited, and being the kind of the single person that I am, I do cook. But it works for me. Probably wouldn't be the best for a family household. Kim and Katie and Karen could not fix Thanksgiving dinner in this room. But it works for me, and so I try to keep most of it the same. I've really not done a lot of modernizing of the kitchen. I did some different paint work and stuff. But the neat story of the kitchen is, you'll notice the stained glass window. This was just it was an old window that had just been painted white, because it was a dead window. It was a dummy window. And so I had this stained glass window that Jody had given me, and so I wanted to do something with it. I've been kind of carrying it around and moving it around and everything with it. I was actually thinking about doing a coffee table out of it. And I thought, no, now I know where I'm going to put that window. And so just so this isn't just a plain glass window, painted white, then had the stained glass window installed and had it backlit. And so that's been pretty neat addition to this house. So basically, from where I'm standing now on, you'll notice there's a staircase that's showing up. This whole part then is a whole nother master suite. I call it my cave. That's actually where I live, and it's like a full master suite bedroom, a full-size bath, and a laundry and pantry area. So that's my home, and hope you've enjoyed it.
I have.